It's a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest as we welcome you to the Rose City for some West Coast Conference baseball between the Portland Pilots and the St. Mary's Gales. One team looks to boost its tournament seeding while the other looks to play spoiler. Welcome to Joe Etzel Field. I'm Bryan Sleik, joined by the coach Corey Keir, and we've got your call today. In Game 1, Portland took it 8-6 in a late inning rally by the Gales, but Portland took it. But today, we're celebrating something completely different. The blessing of the new stadium here at Joe Etzel Field. It's been a long time coming. Started back in 2015. They just wrapped up the renovations in 2020. But due to COVID, we're finally now able to celebrate with everybody here in the stands, Corey.
Yeah, nowadays, recruiting is all about facilities. A couple years ago, the Pilots got the brand new turf, this beautiful press box. The Pilots are ready to get out on the recruiting trail.
Well, yesterday's game was a lot closer than most expected, with Portland jumping out to an early lead. And the Gales, they made a late charge, but they came up just short.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, the Gales really put a little scare into the Pilots. You know, Peter Allegro came in for a 2-inning close and shut the door on the Gales.
Yeah, the Pilots jumped out to an early 3-0 lead in the first inning. In fact, they had 7 hits in the first 2 innings. That totaled 6 runs. They were the benefit of an error later on in the 5th inning when 2 runs came in to score on this wild pitch right there from Torek. And the Pilots jumped out to an 8-0 lead, but you can't sleep on the St. Mary's Gales. Napier, a grand slam that got the game back to being within 2, as you saw Briley Knight hitting the fence right there, and that could be a big blow for the Pilots later on. Brock Gillis, the younger brother of Brett, gets the start tonight. An impressive young arm who's been proving himself all season.
You know, Brock Gillis, similar tools to Big Brother, not quite as polished yet, but he's getting there. Can't really get all 3 pitches in the zone for strikes at all times like Brett has done this year, but he's on his way.
We'll get you the starting lineup and the defense when we return, but grab your drinks and your snacks. A battle on the bluff comes up next on Portland CW. Rennie gets set from the stretch, third base side, peeks over his shoulder at Scott. Tamero drives one into right field, and see ya, Yabo! Absolutely crushed by Tamero, a no-doubter beyond the right field wall. And the Pilots will have a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. I don't think I've seen a ball leave a yard that fast.
No disrespect beyond the right field wall. How about beyond the campus?
That's the second time we've seen them get the left-handed bat on a fastball inside. Costello gets one off the end of the bat, and this one might go back into fair territory. Klemp is going to pick it up, and he throws it over to first. Unbelievable. The spin off the bat in foul territory brought the ball back into fair territory, and Klemp was able to get the throw over to first.
That looked like a bar shot on a pool table.
Unbelievable.
There was some masse or whatever they call it on there.
Here's the 2-1. Line drive past a diving Sam Brown into right field. Scavato sliding to make the stop. He comes up throwing. The runner going for second. The throw beats him. And they got him at second. Saunders applying the tag. A heck of a throw by Scavato from right field. And that'll end the inning. The infield playing in. Sony, Hirayama, Espinoza, and Santiago from left to right. The 2-1. Cooney's coming in. The bunt laid down. The squeeze works out. And the throw gets away from Santiago. Saunders stands up at second. The suicide squeeze pays off. And the Pilots now have a 4-1 lead. And just as you somewhat predicted there, Corey, they've got a man in scoring position again. You know, Corey, I'm looking at some of this ballpark food over here to my left. I think I'm going to have to make a run to the concession stand at some point. The 2-2, Esposito to the left side. Charging it, it's Ty Saunders. Gets it on the up pop, and the throw. Sam Brown had his foot still on the bag. They punched him out. How did Brown stay on the bag as he was falling down the line?
What a great play by Saunders, too. Pataxel came to cut that ball off, and Saunders called him off, made a really quick exchange, got the ball over there, and Super Sam.
Here's another look at it, the wide angle. Chopper, there you see it over to Saunders, the glove side. Again, he got the short hop there, and there's an excellent look right there. The foot just staying on top of the bag. And thinking about the book, The Bad Guys Won, talking about building that championship team in '86 and drafting Darryl Strawberry in that 1980 draft. Now, there was another man in that draft. Now, he did not have the playing career that Strawberry had, but he's played a big role in boosting Major League Baseball, specifically on the West Coast, as he took over an executive role. Bloop shot into shallow right field, and a diving Christian Cooney making the grab. Takes a hit away from Mann. Myers trying to avoid third strikeout on the day. 5-1 lead for Portland with 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Runners going. Myers, fly ball into left field. This one might drop, and no, a diving grab by Bryan Sleik going into foul territory. He robs it. He's laying down on the ground in foul territory. He's slow getting up, but a spectacular effort robs a hit from the Tigers as we head to the bottom of the 6th, a 5-1 Portland lead on the WCC Network.